Hey everybody, this is Miss Mocha. I hope you're having a splendid evening. I'm really excited because I'm doing something that's coming just in time for Father's Day. As we know, it's right around the corner. I'm June 21st. This is the first time I'm actually recording myself preparing this, and it's going to be like a four-part video because the process is a 24-hour process. um, it has to set, and then you have to do part two, or part three, or part four the next day. So what I'm doing is I am making the mechanics hand soap, the degreasing hand soap for mechanics. So if you have a husband, boyfriend, fiance, baby daddy that works on cars and you want to surprise him, I am going to tell you, or if you're a mechanic yourself, if you want to make your own and cut the cost of buying it or buying the lava soap or whatever you use, um, I'm going to show you a cheaper way of how to make your own degreasing soap. I'm going to be including both the things, products I'm going to be using, and I'm going to include um, alternate things. You can interchange a lot of ingredients, and you can use things together to get the final product the way you want. And I'll go in deeper into detail in the next video. This is basically just me setting up and getting all my ingredients, everything I'm going to need together, and just so you'll know what you would need um, when and if you ever decide to make this. So, of course, before you do anything, you want to have your area sanitized. Now, I can sometimes be a stickler about brand names, but as long as it's antibacterial, you wipe down, I use this, I usually use this because it doesn't have the alcohol in it. I use this to wipe off my lip gloss tubes. These are really soft, like baby wipes, so I love these kind, the Ready wipes. But of course, Old Faithful here, my Clorox wipe. I love this scent, Scentiva. I love that scent. Use whatever you want, just as long as it's antibacterial. You know, wipe down your area really well before you start to work in it. Um, Now, you can use a cooking thermometer if you want to be, right on point as far as what your temps are supposed to be and everything. I take after my mom. I don't really like to measure things. I kind of wing it because I know it's going to come out right. Um, Love my mom. She's just got that gift. So I take after her with that, and I don't, I don't measure things most of the time, but, you know, have a measuring cup. And also, I love measuring cups because they have that spout. So you're going to be adding a lot of ingredients. You want to try to keep everything neat. That spout helps you to make less of a mess. Okay. Did I mention safety goggles? I don't know. So I'm going to say it again, or I'm going to say it for the first time. Safety goggles, because as you add things to your boiling water, things are going to start to react. Okay, I'll break that down more in probably the next video. I'm going to start you off with the ingredients. You're going to want this borax detergent booster. Sure, you've heard of it. It's not expensive. I got mine off of Amazon. It's a big, big box. Um, so I'm not going to use a lot of this because the person I'm making this for only wants to try one bottle. Now, the last mechanic I actually made this for a few weeks ago, he got 10 bottles, and I should have recorded that, but because I was making so much, it would have consumed so much of my time the way I record things. I'm not like some of these pioneers on YouTube that can record things, edit, speed up, and keep going, and while they're making whatever they're making. I'll get there though. So you're gonna need borax. You're gonna need Arm and Hammer laundry booster. Now I honestly believe these can be used interchangeably. Like I said, I'm gonna try to tell you how to cut costs. So they're both laundry boosters. So You don't need both, but I'm extra, so I'm gonna use a scoop of both. Now, you're going to need carrier oils. If you don't know what carrier oils are, I'll give you some examples like grapeseed oil, jojoba, almond oil, coconut oil. Those things are carrier oils. Now, it's good to know which oils support lather because you don't want your oil weighing down the liquid soap. Now, it's already a liquid, so you don't want it like syrup. You want it moisturizing, but you don't want it just like a sloppy mess where it's not even lathering up. There's particular carrier oils that support lather. Now I'll get into that into further detail probably in the next videos, but I'll just give you a few. Sunflower oil, almond oil, and palm oil are three, and coconut oil are four. I'll give you four that really support lather, and you can add a little more than you would, let's say, castor oil. Now, I love castor oil. I add castor oil to everything, but you gotta be careful with castor oil when you're making this because, like I said, you want oils that support lather. Castor oil is gonna turn your lather into a greasy mess, sticky mess if you not careful. Then you will need measuring cup, measuring spoon, whatever, depending on how much you're making. Uh, you would definitely not want to add too much castor oil. Like I said, I love to use it. It's great for your skin. So I'm still going to use castor oil, but I'm just going to add a few drops. Now, another great thing to have in your possession, vitamin E oil. I love it. Now, you can use this in place of carrier oils because it's going to do what you want it to do as far as moisturizing and conditioning. Now I'm going to tell you something real surprising. When making the liquid hand soap, you can use hair conditioner instead of the carrier oils because the conditioner moisturizes and softens the skin just like it detangles your hair. It's going to provide that coat that you want on your hands, and then it's going to work with the cleaning agents where it's not going to break down anything. So you can buy a cheap hair conditioner. Like I said, I'm trying to provide you guys with the basics so that you can cut the cost of making this. So you can either use those carrier oils I just told you about, or you can just make it simple, buy a cheap hair conditioner. Suave is very cheap. You can buy Suave. I can't think. Neutrogena is kind of pricey, I believe, but I'm not sure. Do your research. You can get hair conditioner, or you can be extra like me and add a few oils. I love my vitamin E. You know vitamin E is great for your skin. Okay? Um, Now, if you want that extra lather, you can buy kids bubble bath. Now, you know kids bubble bath is going to have even extra foam in it because it's for kids, so they love bubbles. Go to the dollar store, get kids bubble bath. What I did, because of what I do, um, I made a glycerin, jojoba, and coconut oil mixture, and this lathers up. It does just what I want it to do, and it's gonna give that consistency that I want. And then I'm gonna tell you when to add it. Probably later on in this video or the next video. But you don't have to have a glycerin based mixture. This is just what I'm doing because I already make this stuff. So I'm telling you once again what you need and what you can swap out. Okay? So you can swap out a glycerin mixture for a cheap kids bubble bath, and you'll still get the extra lather. This is for extra lather. Okay? Also, you're going to want ground pumice stone. Right here. I had 10 packages of this. I used the other ones, like I said, my other customer that's a mechanic, I used those for his 10 bottles, because he wanted a lot of, he wanted it really, he kept saying he wanted that scrub, he wanted that consistency, you know, to scrub as it was cleaning, so I made sure I got enough, and, he really was satisfied. This, I'm down to one pack, um, and this is all I need for one bottle. I'm not going to use all this pumice. All I need is a few granules to make one bottle of hand soap. And this is already ground. I got it from Amazon. Nice little packaging. I love it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Bar of soap. Now, you can use any kind of soap. Now, once again, I make soap, as you guys all know. So, guess what? This, I'm going to chop it up like I'm chopping up cheese for lasagna into small pieces so it'll melt faster. Um, I'm going to chop this up. It's better to use a cheese grater actually. Have a separate grater for things like this, projects like this. Um, I'm gonna be using my own soap. I would suggest things like Dove because it's moisturizing and you're gonna get that extra lather. Even you can buy the lava soap and cheat like that. There's nothing wrong with it. Your husband, boyfriend, or whoever will be very satisfied. Um, you can get. They have soap that's already in flakes. The I think it's called Zote. Z as in zebra. O T as in Thomas. E as in elephant. Zote. And you can get the soap flakes, I believe, off of Amazon. But like I said, I'm just gonna slice and dice these up because I made them, and I'm trying to use everything that I make, and still let you guys know what you can use. Okay, after the soap, you want large spoons, a variety of spoons, because you're gonna be mixing and you're gonna have to keep stirring. So everything that's in the pot as it's heating up